everybody, Evil Master, and welcome back to another class trial video where I show you guys how to play a certain class if you're new to the game or just want to try a different class with the spec. So today we're going to be doing the Druid, and then we're going to be doing the Balanced Druid and the Ferocious Druid. So we're going to be doing the Balanced Druid first, and then the second one is going to be the Ferocious. So let's go ahead and do the Balanced Druid. Now Balanced Druid are very good for range, for DPS, so you can also be a Moonkin as well too, so it's gonna be very awesome for Balanced Druids. Alright, so here we go.
Well met! A glorious battle awaits us on the broken shore. The war chief expects every hero of the Horde to be sharp and ready. I suggest we use the time for a bit of combat training. Say the word, and we'll begin. For the Horde! As a balanced druid, the sun, moon, and stars are your allies, enabling you to unleash these primal powers upon your enemies. You can shapeshift into Moonkin form, which increases both your damage and defense. Use Moonkin form and assume the form of a Wildkin.
Alright, Moonkin form. It's an intercast. Shapeshift into Moonkin form, increasing your arcane and nature damage by 10%, and your armor by 200%, and then protecting from polymorph effects. While in this form, single target attacks against you have a 50% chance to make your next Lunar Strike, Solar Wrath, or Stellar Flow instant. Instant. The act of shape-shifting frees you from movement impacting effects. So let's click the Moonkin form, and there we go.
You wield the very power of night and day against your foes. Moonfire and Sunfire represent that power. These attacks deal their damage over time, and either makes an excellent start to a battle. Both these attacks deal damage over time. Once cast, you don't need to cast them again until their effect on the target has expired. Use Moonfire and Sunfire on the target, dummy.
Alright, Moonfire is a 40-yard range intercast. A quick beam of lunar light burns the enemy for 5,326 arcane damage, and then an additional 31,714 arcane damage over 22 seconds. And then Sunfire, it's a 40-yard range intercast. A quick beam of solar light burns the enemy for 5,326 nature damage, and then an additional of 25,948 nature damage over 18 seconds to the primary target and all enemies within 5 yards. It generates 3 extra power. So we need to cast Moonfire and Sunfire. So let's do that now. And there we go.
Once your enemy is taking damage from your other attacks, it's time to unleash Solar Wrath. Solar Wrath is a ranged ability that deals damage and generates astral power, a resource used to fuel more powerful attacks. Use Solar Wrath on the target, dummy.
Solar Wrath is a 40-yard range, 1.39 second cast. Pulls a ball of solar energy at the target, dealing 9,683 nature damage. Generates 8 extra power. So we gotta cast that 3 times. 1, 2, and 2.
One of your most potent attacks, Star Surge, unleashes a surge of stellar energy at your target. Star Surge costs astral power, so use Solar Wrath to build up your reserves. Use Solar Wrath on the target dummy until you have enough astral power to cast Star Surge.
Alright, Star Surge is 40 astral power for your range instacast. Launch a surge of stellar energies at the target, dealing 29,486 astral damage. Also grants you lunar and solar empowerments, which increase the damage of your next Lunar Strike and Solar Blast by 50% respectively. You can accumulate up to 3 of each empowerment. So we need to cast Solar Blast until we can cast Star Surge. So let's get some Astral Power going. Okay, so here's one. And here's two. There we go.
A balanced Druid is well equipped to face multiple opponents at once. Lunar Strike deals damage directly to your target, but also deals damage to nearby foes. Use Lunar Strike to dispatch this group of enemies.
Alright, Lunar Strike is a 40-yard range, 2.31 second cast. Call down a strike of lunar energy, causing 20,751 arcane damage to the target, and 7,262 arcane damage. No wait, sorry, 13,749 arcane damage to the target, and 4,812 arcane damage to all other enemies within 5 yards. So we have to cast this on the target dummy and destroy the ads to the ground. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we just need to destroy the people. So there we go.
You're learning fast! Now that you have all your primary attack abilities, we will see how they work together. Practice using your attacks on this target dummy.
Alright, so we're going to use all abilities in the target dummy. And there we go.
Now you have the hang of it! You also have the ability to call on the powers of nature for a variety of other abilities, like healing. After you've taken damage, use Healing Touch to restore your health. Use Healing Touch to restore yourself to full health.
Alright, so regrowth is a 1.39 second cast. It costs 7,154 mana, a 40-yard range. Here is a friendly target for 26,105 and another 4,285 over 12 seconds, usable while in movement form. So you just have to heal yourself. So use this when you're in a raid, dungeon, or when you're questing, when you're in movement form. So if you're starting to die, go use regrowth to heal yourself.
Sometimes you need an enemy to stay put, so you can close the distance to them, or make a hasty retreat. Entangling Roots will cause plant roots to spring from the ground and hold the target in place for a short time. Use Entangling Roots to root my warrior to the ground.
Engaging Roots costs 3,200 mana, 1.57 second cast, a 35-yard range. Roots the target in place for 4 seconds. Damage may cancel the effect.
Excellent work. Target practice is over, hero. It's time to prove your mettle. Combine all the lessons you've learned and use them to defeat my men in combat.
So use Engaging Roots
you can harness the power of the
when you're
itself.
either when you're questing by yourself or like a BG PvP, and you can just use that on a mob or when you're in a BG to loot them. Now I just need to kill this grunt with all abilities. And there we go.
Good work! Now demonstrate your skill against two foes at the same time.
So remember to use Engaging Roots when you have an enemy coming after you, or like multiple enemies, so you can use one. Like this. And it's one. And done. There we go.
You learned well. Next we will see... Hold on. Is that... To arms! The Legion is attacking!
Now we're just gonna kill a bunch of demons until we reach 100%. And that's when the combat training is ending. So let's kill some demons. Sorry, 4%. $51. $85. $95. And there we go, combat training is over.
Well done, hero. You are now prepared to do battle. When you feel ready, explore your spell book and the talent tree for additional abilities you can learn. For the Horde!
So here's a basic talent guide that they give you. So you got Star-Lord, passive, Lunar, and solo empowerments also reduce the cast time of the affected spells by 20%. We got Wild Charge. It's a 5 to 30 yard range, a 50-second cooldown, instant cast, grants a movement ability that varies by shapeless form, non-shapeless, apply to an allied position, bear form, charge to an enemy and paralyzing them for 4 seconds, cat form, leap behind an enemy dazing them for 3 seconds, moonking form, bound backwards, travel form, leap forward 20 yards, aquatic form, increase swim speed by an additional 150% for 5 seconds. Then we got restoration affinity. It's a passive ability. Your shell's gift heals you for 3% of your maximum health. Every 5 seconds, if you are at full health, a injured party or raid member will be healed instead. And you also learn Swift Man, Healing Touch, and Rejuvenation. Then we got Mass Engagement. It's a 35 yard range, a 30-second cooldown. It's a cast, roots the target in place for 20 seconds and spreads to additional nearby enemies. Damage may interrupt the effect, usable in all shapeshift forms. And then we got Soul of the Forest. It's a passive, increases the damage bonus from lunar and solar empowerment by an additional 50%. Reduce the astral power cost of Starfall by 10. And then Shooting Stars, a passive ability. Moonfire and Sunfire damage over time has a 10% chance to call down a falling star, dealing 1,709 astral damage and generating 4 astral power. And then finally is Nature Balance, a passive. All signs the power of the moon and stars, causing Lunar Strike to extend the duration of your moonfire by 5.5 seconds, and Solar Wisp to extend the duration of all your sunfires by 3.7 second cast. So this talent is a basic guide for balance druids to get you started. And yeah, that's pretty much all it for balance druids. So you can also be in a bear form. It says shapeshift into bear form, increasing armor by 200% and stamina by 55%, granting protecting from polymorph effects and increasing threat generation. The act of shapeshifting frees you from movement impairing effect. So this is what bear form looks like, which is this. And then we got cat form. It's an intercast. Shapeshift into cat form, increasing movement speed by 30%, granting protecting from polymorph effects, reducing falling damage. That's the same thing for the bear form. And then we got trail form. Shapeshift into a trail form, appreciate to your current location, increasing movement speed on land, in water, or in the air, and granting protection from polymorph effects. The act of shapeshifting frees you from movement impairing effects. Land speed increase when you used out of combat. This effect is disabled in battlegrounds and arenas. So you cannot use this when you're in a battleground or arena when you're trying to do a PvP or like a BG. So, and that's Moonkin form, which I already told you. But I'll just tell you again. So shapeshift into Moonkin form, increasing your arcane and nature damage by 10%, and then your armor by 200%, and granting protection from polymorph effects. While this form single target attacks against you have a 15% chance to make your next Lunar Strike, Solar Wisp, or Stellar Flame instant. And yeah, so those are the basic talents and the abilities that I showed you for balance druids, and hope this guide will teach you how to play a balance druid when you get a chance to pick up this class in the future. And if you like it, you can just play a balance druid, because balance druid is so awesome. You get to shapeshift into a bear, a cat, or like some kind of a stag thingy, or like a moonkin. It can also be a Tauren to be a druid too. So in Alliance there is a Worgen, a Night Elf, Horde, Tauren, and Troll to be druids. So hope this video guide would teach you how to play a balance druid, and good luck in the future of playing a balance druid. So I'll see you guys next time on the next video. See ya! Hey guys, it's Evil Doing Master, and thank you very much for watching the video that I just made. So if you're new to the game or the class, this guide will teach you how to play a balance druid in the future. So I only have to do the ferocious druid, which is the cat form, and the windwalker monk, and then I'll be completely done with all the class trial videos that I've done so far. So I really hope these guides will teach you how to play the class the right way, and I wish you guys good luck on playing them in the future. So anyways guys, I'm going to sign off. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me at Twitter at evildoermaster, and make sure you give me some more questions for my next Q&A. You can post them in the comments below or on my Twitter, and I'll get them ready for my next Q&A. So anyways guys, I'm going to be signing off, and I'll see you guys next time on my next video. See ya!